in which the protagonist, Dorothea Brooke, reflects on the meaning and value of marriage. She rarely is at a loss for words, but this time she struggles a little bit. Ultimately, what she says is this: marriage is so unlike anything else. There is something even awful in the nearness it brings. She reflects that marriage drinks up all our power of giving or getting any blessedness unless we remain faithful to our spouse. And she utters an even more dire warning: if we are unfaithful, we will have murdered our marriage and everything else is gone. So the idea is that marriage brings nearness, and there's something awful in the nearness. What does this mean? She also suggests that it's appropriate to draw an analogy between infidelity and murder. What does this mean? Eliot here uses the word awful in its original sense, in which awful means inspiring reverential wonder and some fear. Marriage brings us near to another person in a way that is unlike any other nearness in the world. Sometimes the nearness is utterly delightful. Sometimes it is, shall we say, less than utterly delightful. But by entering into it, we take on a reverential responsibility. We take on the responsibility for another person's well-being, but we also are doing something more when we marry. When we marry, we become a community with that other person, and that community itself is human, living, breathing, and you are responsible to support the health and happiness of that community as well as that of the other person. So you are making this profound and reverential commitment, taking on this awe-inspiring responsibility. As for how you fulfill it, as for how you will dwell together in this awful and wonderful nearness, I have for you some general and some specific advice. First, the general advice. You have found joy in each other, and now the most important thing is for you to work to bring joy to each other. On many days, the work will be easy and light. On other days, it may seem more difficult and heavy. So now for the specific advice. At the end of each and every day, no matter what the season, no matter what the weather, no matter what your mood, please try to ask yourself these questions. Today, did I bring a smile to my beloved's eyes? Did I carry a taste of honey to those adorable lips? Did I hum a tune for those soft ears? Did I really, really listen to that voice as it confided daily cares? Did I do something, anything, to lift the burden from those dear shoulders? So that is my injunction for you. I enjoin you, Allison and John Henry, to try to ask yourself these questions each and every day for the rest of your lives. A marriage begins with the giving of words. Allison and John Henry, we know that you engaged yourselves to marry each other. Before this day, you won each other's hearts, and you gave your word to each other in private. You now stand here in the presence of this community of family and friends to give your hands as well as your hearts in marriage. Are you ready to renew your private vows and to consecrate in public your sacred promises to each other?
Yes.